Hi everybody, I am Tina. I am a verbal trainer with MBA Guru, and today we'll be looking at developing vocabulary through different techniques. Different competitive exams such as management entrance exams, CAT, NMAT, ZAT, Narsi-Munji. A lot of colleges have their exams where a central focus in the verbal section would be your knowledge about vocabulary. Knowledge about vocabulary, otherwise also you understand, is helpful where we are a part of an interview or we're writing an essay. In this video, I'm going to give you certain tips, techniques of how one can improve, develop upon the words, or as one progresses in one's preparation for the CAT exam or other management entrance exam. So a very effective and efficient technique is we learn vocabulary through root words. What's a root? A root is the most basic unit, right? Like you have a root of the tree. Something that links it to the origin. Similarly, English language has words that it takes from a lot of languages. उन लैंग्वेज के रूट कहाँ लाए कर रहे हैं? उन लैंग्वेज के रूट किसी और लैंग्वेज में लाए कर रहे हैं. कभी लैटिन, ग्रीक, German, French, Hindi sometimes. So I'm going to today look at a technique which helps you work on words, keeping in mind one root word with multiple words that you can learn. One on the board, if you see, is fill. Now, fill as a root word means love. So everywhere in all words, when you use the word fill, you will have one or the other meaning that relates to love. The first word that I have is a Philip. A lot of people you might have come across, are named Philip. But what does Philip actually mean? Philip is also a Greek word that is used for a male who's a lover of horses. So why Phil? Because it means love. And who's a Philip? Philip is one who loves horses. The second word is a word that we might have heard somewhere around, which is a philanthropist. It has now two root words. One is phil, the other is anthro. Phil ka meaning हमें समझ में आ गया, love है. Anthro is humans. So another root word, I'll write it down for your ease. Anthro means humans. Who's a philanthropist? A philanthropist is a person who does a lot of charity, who works for the welfare of mankind. And why do we think he or she does that? The person does charity or welfare of mankind out of the love for mankind that they show or share. So philanthropist is a person who loves mankind. Another word related to fill would be a bibliophile. Now, who's a bibliophile? We have another root word here, whereas biblio is books. So bibliophile is a person who loves books. A person who has a lot of them, reads books, is called a bibliophile. Then a lot of times you've heard this word, right? Philosopher. बहुत लोगों को हम बोलते हैं philosopher है या philosophy बता रहा है life की. तो कौन है philosopher? Sopho. Sopho is another root word which means wise. So wise and wisdom अगर हम relate कर सकते हैं तो philosopher कौन है जो बहुत ज़्यादा wisdom से प्यार करता है, and when he or she talks to people, they will always share their wisdom about life or religion or anything else. So philosopher is a lover of wisdom. He or she loves wisdom. This is a little scientific word. This is biology. So we have a word called philodendron. What is a philodendron? A philodendron is a plant. It's the name of a plant. A plant which is also called a tree hugger. What happens with this plant? This plant grows around trees. It's like it hugs trees around itself. So because it is said that when it hugs trees around itself, that's the shape that it grows in. It kind of embraces trees, and it's called the lover of trees. So philodendron is a plant that loves trees because it usually curls around the trees. And we have a word called philologist. Philologist is also with the word phil and logy is language. Philologist is a scholar of language. So this person is a learned person about interactions or words or language otherwise, because he or she, again, loves usages of words. He or she loves or values language a lot. Therefore, called a philologist. Also understand the root word. Like, when you follow the process, it's not just one root that I'm gathering, because a bigger word is made up of, say, for example, biblio and file and sopho and file. So the benefit that you draw out of studying vocabulary, what I try to convey here, root words से आप सिर्फ एक नहीं, आप in the process you're taking a lot of root words alongside and further developing it in great numbers. I hope you understand what phil meant and how you could use it to further develop vocabulary. Thank you so much. If you think this video was helpful and you want help with more of such questions, please write in the comment box. Also that if you learn from the video, I would request you to like and share it with your friends so that this helps them and reaches more people who are looking for such content.